Recently, we went to the latest Tom Hanks film, A Hologram for a King, about an American salesman who's trying to pitch a new technology in Saudi Arabia, competing in the world economy. Afterwards, I came home and posted on social media a question about whether it's possible, given the state of affairs in the world today, given the population in China, if we're able to compete anymore. What it would take to bring economies back here to America. Instantly, I had several different responses. One who stated, what we need to do is to build a wall, to enclose our borders, to impose tariffs, to keep others out, and in this way to promote our own economy. The second proposed just the opposite, that we would open up our barriers and we would export as much as possible into new markets, and in that way create new economies for us. The third proposed that until we develop some affordable, renewable technology, nothing's going to happen. And when it does, that will be the great leveling agent for everything. Ascension Day is a hard one for us. Ascension Day causes us to doubt and to question. While we believe in the miracles of the Bible, while we believe in the incarnation of God becoming human and Christ dying on the cross and rising again for us, when it comes to Jesus stepping on a cloud and riding that elevator up to heaven, it makes us all say, really? But Ascension Day is not about riding a cloud to heaven. Ascension Day is not about fulfilling the 40 days after Easter or about the Apostles' Creed and we believe in the ascension. Rather, I think it has to do with those two witnesses who appear there and ask the disciples, why are you looking here in heaven for that which is down on earth? Looking for new things. What Jesus promised was that a counselor, an advocate, the Holy Spirit would come and there would be new things. I believe just as with the hologram for a king, we tend to do things the way in which we've always done them. We tend to look almost historically at the way in which things are is the way in which things have always been. What Ascension Day calls us to do, what Hologram for a King is all about, is believing in something new. Believing that we haven't yet seen all that God has for us, and hoping and trusting in faith. Not as it always was, but as it might be. We believe in the Trinity. Not only in the Creator and in Jesus Christ as the Redeemer, but also that there's a Holy Spirit who wrestles with us and challenges us to believe and to hope. I'm a Presbyterian, and I love being a Presbyterian, not for all the political causes that the church stands for, but going back to the Reformation. One of the watchwords of the Reformation was that we, as the church that is Reformed, are always being challenged by God to reform anew. What that states is we don't believe in papal infallibility. We don't believe in the clergy's infallibility. We don't believe in biblical inerrancy. Instead, we, having been reformed, having questioned our beliefs, continually go back to the early church, continually go back to what we first believed, and question whether what we've been doing is wrong. What that means is that sometimes we have to admit that the church is wrong. Sometimes we come to realize that the values we imposed, the morals we stood for, were wrong. Sometimes it means that we as clergy have feet of clay and need to be challenged. All of which allows me to trust God. Not to trust the clergy, not to trust the Bible as being inerrant, but to trust God, no matter what. I hope Ascension Day is a good time for you leading into the Pentecost and celebrations yet to come.